Hello. Well, I thought it was time to give you an update on the channel. I did try to do this 2 weeks ago, but for some reason, YouTube was being a pain in the backside and wouldn't allow me to do it. So I thought that I'd quickly go live and give you all a bit of an update. Well, it's been, far too long since I've actually released a video. Far too long. I think almost over 3 months now. This has been primarily because I've just been far too busy. With work, I've just changed jobs. I'm now in the process of moving from the top of Australia down to the bottom of Australia to start. Well, I've already started a new job. So I guess that's been taking up a lot of time. There's been a lot of issues going on in the background. I was really sort of fed up with the job that I was at. Didn't feel like I was going anywhere, so I got offered this brand new role. I've taken it. So with that, it requires me to do a little bit of fly in, fly out sort of at the moment. So I'm away from home 8 days out of 8 days, and I'm home for 6 days, which does make things a little difficult, especially in regards to content creation. But I got to say, when I actually finally move down to the new town, things will be a lot more stable, and I will be able to get back into writing stories again, producing videos, and giving brand new content. But as you might see down in the bottom right hand of the broadcast here is my Asawang avatar. I've decided that I'm going to start branching out from storytelling. I do write my own stories and produce all my own content. I do it all myself, which does require a great deal of work. Like, for example, to write a short story, even a 10-minute story, that can take days. Once you read it, proofread it, reread it again, then you've got to actually produce the content. So you record a video. So that 10-minute video that you're recording normally takes me about 5 or 6 hours to record, to edit, to adjust all the sounds to make it sound, well, sort of good. The funny thing is, it does take a lot of time. Then when you get in and you start processing the video and uploading it, it just takes a long time. It can take days to do. So hats off to all the content creators that do this full time and also work or study. So it does make it challenging to do this. I will return to writing and producing my own stories again, but it'll just take a little bit of time. I just need to get the move done, get settled into the new job, and then I can actually start working upon these videos again. But another thing that I want to do, I do want to branch out from the writing aspects, the producing videos. I want to start sort of reacting to content as well, discussing things that I find interesting, which will probably be sometime in the near future once I'm all set up in the new job and in the new house. Also, I've been quite busy. I study as well. So I'm currently doing an MBA at the moment, which I finish at the end of the year. But sadly, silly me decided to actually do a PhD as well, which I'll be starting in September. So I'll be trying to find some time to do that as well. So there's a lot of changes going on in real life at the moment, and I'll try and keep working on my channel, but content's going to start coming out a little bit slower now. It won't be as fast as what it was. I'll also be doing I would like to start doing a little bit of streaming as well. So I do have a channel on Kick, mind you. It's got nothing on it at the moment. So that'll be something that I'll start doing probably in the next 2 months or so. Once once things start getting sorted out. Wow, it's strange doing a live stream to no one, but anyway, I hope people will actually start interacting with my content a little bit more. Like, the problem with YouTube is you work your backside off, you produce these videos, and the algorithm takes it nowhere. My last top video that I produced, I think, has less than 20 viewers on it, which is a bit of a shame. It does take a lot of work to do that, but no, well, I think I'll start moving away from YouTube a little bit more and start uploading videos onto Rumble. I do have higher viewership in Rumble. My videos sort of average a couple hundred views over there, whereas in comparison to YouTube, as I said, less than 20. So there'll probably be a shift of moving slightly away from YouTube, more into Rumble, more into Kick, and sort of experimenting and seeing how we go from there. Well, I guess that's kind of it for the update. So keep watching out. There'll be new videos and new content probably out within the next 1 month or 2 months once I get settled down into the new job and to the new town. Well, thank you for sticking with me for the last, well, what's it been? Over 2 years now I've been on YouTube. Close to 5,000 odd subscribers. Thanks everyone for giving me support. I do enjoy the comments when they come through. I'm always happy to answer. Yeah, I'm just actually surprised that I managed to get 5,000 people to subscribe to me on YouTube. Which back 2 years ago when it started out, and it was just amazing to get a couple of people. So eventually I got 1, then 2, and then when I got to 10, it was fantastic. Then I managed to get to 100, and geez, I didn't know myself really. And then it sort of blew up a little while ago, especially when I asked a fellow content creator to voice some Tagalog stories on the channel, because my Tagalog speaking skills are pretty shit, to be honest. I can say a few words here and there, but yeah, still have quite a lot of work to do in learning Tagalog. But yeah, when she actually read those 2 stories for me, she was very nervous because she's not a Tagalog speaker. She's from the Visayas area, so she's a Visayan speaker. So she was quite nervous speaking in Tagalog. And the sad thing was there was quite a few people that actually were quite mean to her in the comments, which I found wasn't very particularly nice. For someone to actually take their time to voice 2 of the stories, and yeah, it allowed the channel to sort of blow up quite a bit just off those 2. And for people to make nasty comments, it was pretty shitty. They don't put themselves out there. They don't make their own stories. They don't make their own channel. And to attack someone for doing that was pretty shit, in my opinion. But thankfully, because of those 2 stories, they blew up, and they managed to get me quite a lot of subscribers, which was nice. New people came in, and they were watching my stories that I'd written and produced, which was pretty cool. I quite enjoy that. As I said, it's a lot of hard work writing these stories. When I was writing on Medium.com, which I've stopped now, I'd written over 200 stories. Vast majority of them were horror, mixture of sci-fi, some other articles on stoicism and other sort of non-fiction areas. But I quite enjoy horror stories. They're fun to write. It allows you to break the rules of conventional storytelling. You can take an idea and you can make it sound as fantastic as you want. You can run with any sort of concept, and it just gives you so much freedom to do so. I really enjoy writing horror, same with science fiction as well. It allows you to, as I said, to try different things, to be creative. You're not trapped into the traditional sort of tropes and the rules of writing stories. I really enjoy it. It's lots of fun, especially considering that my work is very analytical. I deal with spreadsheets all the time, numbers, formulas, data. So to be able to spend time and to write, like it's lots of fun. That's right. That's right, Kenneth. It allows you to explore the unknown and the uncomfortable, which it's liberating for that sort of style of storytelling. I do enjoy it, and I will get back into it, as I said, when I've got a bit more time on my hands. Real life just gets in the way, sadly, especially when when you're starting new jobs and moving to new towns. It's a bit difficult. I do miss my storytelling and my writing. I do have a couple of stories that I want to explore. Like I just finished writing one. It's probably about 2 months ago. A story about a yandere called Miku. Sort of exploring the psychological aspects of that sort of obsession. Like it's an interesting subject. Personally, I think it's a very scary subject. To have someone that obsessed with sort of any aspect of someone, that's really quite frightening. I find that more frightening than ghosts and demons and things like that. After all, humans are the most scary things out there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I can admit it is interesting exploring that darkness. I think it was about 2 years ago. I read a manga, well, bits and pieces of a manga, all about what was it, the Pumpkin Queen, about a girl that becomes bullied at school and ends up getting tortured and deformed, to which she pretty much goes out and seeks revenge on the people that did it. So after reading that, I decided to do an adaptation of it, and I wrote about 11 chapters, and I think it was probably one of the darkest things that I've ever written. And after that, honestly, for about a month, I didn't write any horror because it just took me that long to sort of get over it, because it explored sort of the darkness, the darkest areas of one's psyche. That's it, Pumpkin Night. That's the one. I only read a couple of chapters and thought I'd adapt it. Like, that is a very dark and twisted tale, that one. Like the artistry of the manga is fantastic, but it just, it sort of explores how messed up we can be. I did enjoy writing that, and I probably will make some videos at some stage of those. I think I'll probably have to rewrite them to make them a little bit more YouTube friendly, because they were pretty messed up, but lots of fun. Well, anyway, this was meant to be a very short sort of live stream, just to give a bit of an update of the channel. That, sure, things have been in hiatus, been sort of slow for a little while because of real life, but it will be coming back, and it will be coming back in about a month once I get things settled. Well, thanks for tuning in, Kenneth. I'm glad to see you here. I'm going to end this stream. I just thought it would just be a quick update, and to let me ramble on a little bit.